Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner. Welcome back to our regular viewers and subscribers. Thank you for joining us once again. If you are new here, welcome. We are thrilled that you have joined us. And if you found us through anyone specific, please mention them in the comments so that we can thank them. We did put out a challenge in our last video to get to 300 subscribers.
We did.
And we did it.
Yay!
We were hoping to do it by the end of the year, but we did it by the next video. That's awesome.
Maybe we should set a goal every time.
Maybe by the next video we could get to 350.
Well, let's go end of the year. Let's not.
Well, it'll almost be the end of the year by then.
Okay.
We'll see how we go. All right. So tell all your friends, family, enemies. I don't care. Just tell them.
Enemies?
Just tell everybody.
Okay. No bad juju. We only want good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. We are primarily a cross-stitch channel, although occasionally we do have some other crafts, but I think we're all about the cross-stitch today, aren't we?
We are. Sorry. She's been crazy this morning and she set me off laughing. So you may get more laughing than normal. Whee!
Well, look at me.
And if you see tears rolling out of my eyes, it's only because I'm crying with laughter.
We're on silly mood again. It's a silly season.
Yes, it is. It is the silly season.
We're allowed to be.
Yeah. Why not? Let's amp it up.
Let's
go full throttle.
Are you sure? All right, here we go. I'll turn it up.
She's got coffee and I've got water.
Do I need more caffeine?
Oh, dear.
Probably not.
Okay, let's get on with it.
All right. It is the beginning of December. It's our first video in December.
Yep.
So we will go through our totals for November. We
will.
It was actually kind of close.
It was very close. I said to Kylie last night, I bet you've beaten me this year, this month. And she was like, I don't know.
Probably not.
And I thought for sure, but no, but it was really close.
It was very close. It's the closest I think we've ever been.
I think it is, yeah.
So my total number of stitches for November was 8,704 stitches.
Mm-hmm. Well done.
And yours?
9,968.
Closest we've ever been, I think, since we've been tracking it.
Approximately like just under 1,000. So
yeah,
or just over 1,000.
Just over, yeah, little over.
So yeah, I had a really busy month doing a lot of things.
Other things, yes.
And I think probably you had a pretty
a little bit.
month
we had a few
too.
things on
too
as you get closer to Christmas. You know, everything gets busy.
Yeah, it totally does.
Anyway, we have a bit of everything today.
We do have a bit of everything.
It's probably going to take a while. So
not each of us, but between us, we have a bit of everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So grab your cuppa if you haven't already. Grab a snack because you'll be there a while. So
cheers.
We will start with new starts.
Like we always do.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So I had a new start, and it is Christmas on the beach.
Very cute.
And do you want to hold that for me?
Sure can.
And I got a massive start on that. So I did 139 stitches, which brought it to 1.29%. So I've started up in this top corner here, and I went across as far as I could, and then I was like, I don't have a hoop that's quite the right size to fit it in. So then I decided I'll go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Sure.
Because these are only half stitches in this area.
So they'll go pretty quick.
So, yes, it's going pretty quick. So I only did that for about an hour or so last night. Started on that one.
Nice.
So, yes, but it's 4 strands.
Wow.
In those half stitches.
And what count of fabric?
18, I think it is.
Yeah, 18 count.
Yeah. So I'm not loving that. But it is a dimensions kit, and that is what they tend to do. They have different numbers of threads, and they do half stitches and full stitches, and it gives it dimension, obviously. It's the name dimensions, you know. Probably why they chose that name.
Gives it the texture as well.
Gives it some texture. So I'm hoping it will look really nice. It's not a huge project. Like that's the width of the fabric. So, you know, that comes a little bit further over.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm loving this one because like it's very Aussie Christmas.
Yeah, very beachy Aussie.
Yeah. So yes, it'll be really nice when it's done. But yes, I'm thinking I might try and do the back stitch as I go in, like as I complete sections, because I'll sort of do, work my way down.
That
or
was the
across
only
or
thing
something.
putting me off on that pattern was all the backstitch. And I mean, I don't mind backstitch, but it was like that's like backstitch heavy when you get to the bottom half of it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
that's why I thought if I do it in stages,
as you go, would probably be less
daunting.
Yeah, like less
painful.
Yeah, like you would enjoy it more if you didn't have so much to do at the end.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You sort of get to the end when you've done all the normal stitches, and then you get to the end and go, oh, it's done. Oh, now I got to do all that stitch.
A bit of a letdown.
Too much. So anyway, I am looking forward to progressing with that one.
Excellent.
Very cute. I've had it sitting there for a couple of years, and I've been wanting to start it, and this year is the year.
Excellent.
Yeah. So how many new starts did you have? One that
needs to get finished quite quickly. So this is Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I love saying that. So I'm doing this for my brother-in-law, and he loves the movie Home Alone just like I do. And when I found this, I was like, this is perfect.
Because it is a quote from the movie, if you're not familiar.
Yeah. So, and I love saying it in the accent like they say
the gravelly voice.
Yeah, it's so cool. So I saw this one and I thought, well, it's not too many stitches. So I thought, well, let's do that one for him. Mm-hmm. So in total, it is, would you believe it, 1,999. So I've done 909 and I'm at 45.47%. And the border top and bottom is the same. Now, I thought that was quite easy and quite quick to go along with. I finished the top one and then I was like, oh, man.
It ain't lining up.
Yeah, it wasn't lining up with the M. And it kind of looked a little off. And then I realised that each one of these is like in batches of 2. So what I'd done is 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, all the way. So I fixed it up. So I actually had to frog and do more stitches on it. But it was fine. So, yeah. And you can see the presents starting to come in at the top. So, I'm really happy with that one. Hopefully I'll get it finished.
No, you will get it finished. Not hopefully, you will. You have to.
I do.
You don't have a choice. So it's not hoping it. You're just going to do it.
If I don't get it finished before the date that I see my family for Christmas, I will finish it and send it to them. Yeah. Because they live local. So, yeah, that's that one.
Very good. All right. So we will move on to our whips.
Yes. Whips.
I have one.
I have a few.
I have been doing a little bit of travel stop stitching on my little Christmas bear. He's now this far along.
He's so cute.
I've been filling in his little bow and made a start on this present down here. And there's some pale blue stitches down through here, and I've actually colour completed that one.
Oh, yay.
So I think I've colour completed the green as well.
I love it when it's colour completed.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's like, well, then you definitely have enough thread.
Yes. And it's almost like a mini goal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yes, I've finished that.
Yes, finished that one. So that's my little Christmas bear. He just keeps coming along in fits and starts. So in the last 2 weeks, I've gotten 166 stitches done on him. He's now at 70.98%.
I was going to say, is he around the 70 to 80%? Because, there's a little the present at the bottom and, like, you've started on that, so you're not that far off the bottom.
Yeah. There's not heaps to go, and then there's some back stitching that'll have to be done. So
he's so cute.
But yeah, I mean, it would be great to have him done by Christmas, but it's not a priority. He's just going to hang out
with you
whenever I have some time. Like, there's been a couple of appointments this week, and I've just sat and done a few stitches. I think yesterday I did like 12 stitches. But, it all adds up.
It does.
It all adds up. It does. So that is my only whip.
Okay.
It looks like I've done not much so far, but wait.
Oh, wait, there's more.
There's a lot more.
She has been busy, let me
been
tell
a busy girl.
Okay.
And your whips?
I have two.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one, which is my focus for December for this year, is the Merry Christmas Calendar by Tiny Modernist. And I might need your help holding this, please.
Ta-da!
Yay! So today is the 6th of December, so I have the first 5 days done, so I'm up to date.
Yay! So you'll have to get in number 6 later.
Yes, so number 6 over here is some little
it's
Christmas lights.
The morning of the 6th.
Yes.
So she hasn't had time to film yet.
That's right.
To film.
To film.
We are filming, that's why she doesn't have time to stitch. I know what I'm trying to say. Too much caffeine.
Not enough for me.
I'm just going to hide now.
Yeah, you just hide there, will you, while I talk about it.
Okay.
So number 6 is just here, and it's some little Christmas lights. So it's really, it's going to be an easy stitch day comparing to number 5, which was like 700 odd stitches. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Just a little one.
Yeah. So this has been done on 14
Can we go in a little closer on that one?
Yeah. The house is absolutely gorgeous.
It's very
and
cute.
You know what? It reminds me of the house in Home Alone.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
You know, with the windows and the wreath on the door and,
Yeah.
and the snow on the roof. And I don't know. I kept getting Home Alone vibes. Well, and I wasn't watching it. Maybe
you should have been.
Maybe my subconscious is saying, you need to watch that because it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. But yeah, it just kept reminding me of that. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So Garden Meadow is the colour.
The fabric, yep.
And it's 14 count opalescent. It's from Patty Clean Designs. I
That's very
have
pretty.
done 11 days. And I've done 4,901 stitches.
Wow.
I'm now at 37.67%.
So you passed the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to,
You
like,
wouldn't think
part
it,
of
but a lot of it was the frame.
yeah.
The
I had
frame
to
was a
finish
lot
the
of
frame.
stitches, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I've finished all of the frame now. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Can you point to the bottom of the frame, Kylie? So that's where it finishes.
I think you can see it.
Yeah, and so there's a lot to go, but it's so cute. And you know what? I love working on a little icon a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that with the Stitch On Me Halloween one too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they were a lot smaller than this.
Yes. I couldn't get these done in a day.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention was I actually backstitched around the angel's wings because, like, you can see the white there in the camera, but in real life it's a little bit hard to see her wings. So I just decided to grab one of the colours that was in the gingerbread man and I backstitched her wings. So now you can see them.
Yeah, you can definitely see them.
Yeah. So I'm so happy with it. I love it so much. It's definitely going to be finished Christmas Day.
So it's 25 days.
Yeah, it's 25.
So it does include Christmas Day.
Yeah. And then, obviously sometime in the new year I'll fully finish it because I'm not worried about fully finishing it this year. And I have other things I want to stitch. Yeah. So, I can fully finish that next year sometime. So
it might be up on the board for next Christmas.
It will. It could be, yes.
We'll see.
It'll take over from our Nomies. Alrighty, and then my second one, which is another ornament type one.
Daily.
Yes, this is a daily stitch, but these ones are really hard to stitch in a day.
They've got quite a bit of backstitch.
It does, yeah. So the one I'm talking about is the Advent Calendar by Doreen Jones. And I got the Tiny Modernist one from Etsy. I got this one from Etsy as well. Now, this one I worked one day because what I did was backstitch. So I backstitched all of number 4, all of number 7, and all of number 8. And I did 567 stitches, and I'm now at 25.72%.
Quarter of the way.
Quarter of the way. I actually also did this little line, blue line, and that's for number 13.
Okay.
Because, I didn't want to reach and all the things, so I thought something close.
Yep. So you're just working on what fits in there at the moment?
Fits in there, yeah. I was planning to go 9, 10, and then move down And I'm just like, I'm just going to do whatever's in the frame.
Some days you got to do what's easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And after all that backstitch, I was like, I just need something, just a palette cleanser, like to finish off.
For sure.
And I didn't have that much time before I wanted to go to bed. So I thought that line would be quite easy to do.
Easy.
Yeah.
Very good.
So that one's moving along now too,
Yay.
which I'm happy about because I started that last year.
Is that going to be finished this Christmas? Or is it going to carry over to next Christmas?
I think it will carry over to next year, possibly, because of all the back stitch in it. Like, because the stitching is not so bad. Like, you can stitch the stitches in a day. But for myself, like doing the Tiny Modernist one and then this
that's
one,
your priority.
It's like it's just too much in the day.
Too much to get them both in.
Plus, I still have to finish off the Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal.
Yes. So that's going to be a higher priority over that one. Yeah, fair enough. Because that's a gift. That has to come first.
That's right.
The other one's just for you, isn't it? So
those two are just for me.
Can be whenever. Yeah.
Look at me saying, it's just for me.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
That's me done for the whips.
All right. So we have got some finishes.
We do.
So now you'll be able to see what I've been busy at.
Yes.
A little bit.
Here we go. Brace yourselves.
Oh,
She's got a saf. It was a saf, isn't it?
No, this one was not. This was one of the Halloween ones. This is Boos, Hisses, and Cross Stitches.
It's so adorable.
And I did 1,836 stitches on that one, plus the back stitch is X's. It's not a lot, so I didn't count them.
And Dorothy, she has a wee ghostie.
Have a wee ghostie. And my wee ghostie is stitched in glow in the dark thread, the DMC one.
Excellent.
And it works. It glows.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
And it's so cute when it glows. It was a little bit difficult to work with because it kind of frayed a bit, but Caterpillar Cross Stitch have actually just released a video on how to use glow in the dark thread.
Yeah.
So if you haven't used it before and you want to use it, I recommend watching that video. There's some good tips in there.
Yeah, there is some helpful tips in there.
I did keep my lengths shorter. And so it only sort of frayed like at the end. So when it started to get a bit frayed, that's when I just ended off. It's such a small amount that I was doing.
Yep.
But I only had to use a couple of threads to do it.
With your birdie,
I used variegated threads.
I was going to ask, is it variegated?
Well, there's a few. Cute. I used a few variegated threads. So my black, grey, I actually worked out that I made my scissor handles and the little scissors over here, the handles were darker, and then the actual scissor blades went into the greys. So I was really quite pleased that I managed to organise that.
That was so cool.
The orangey yellow thread is also variegated, and so is the purple. So
excellent.
And they were just random variegated threads that I had in my stash that I've picked up along the way. So I kept kind of in the colour, in the colours that they used, but changed them to my variegated threads and just unknowns.
Yeah.
Use the other thing. So yes, to use my stash. So because they use some fancy threads that I didn't have, and probably would have cost a fortune to get here.
I think they tend to use a lot of Weeks dye works and classic colour works and that sort of stuff.
And they're not as easy to get here in Australia. So I just used what I had, and I'm really pleased with how it came up actually. Quite happy with that one. And my second finish.
It's just Saf, isn't it?
This one is a Saf. So this is So Blessed. This one was in Just Cross Stitch magazine, Christmas 2024. I've done it on a 16 count white Aida, just using my unknowns. The designer is One of a Kind Heirlooms. And the total stitches were 776.
Excellent. Now, you got this done so fast. Like, I was quite surprised.
It only took me a couple of days. It would probably only take you one day.
Yeah,
half
probably.
a day.
Yeah. Depending if I have a good day or not.
And I actually used up some of my unknowns, so I was really quite happy with that. So I did change a couple of the colours. Some of them I just brightened up a bit.
Because I feel like she said to me, I'm starting a new start. And I was like, what are you starting? And she showed me. And I was like, okay. And then a couple of hours later, she had a tree. And I was like,
yep. And then later that night, I think I had the top 3 bobbins.
Yeah, spools of thread.
These 3 and the needle. And then the next day I did these ones and the little bit of back stitch through there.
Yeah.
and it was done.
Yeah, but it was so fast.
Yeah. So I do intend to finish that very similarly to the cover photo.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
Excellent.
I'm really happy with those little finishes. I do have another one, but it's a fully finished. It was finished and then a fully finished. Not a start and finish.
Not a sapph.
Not a sappho.
Oh, yeah, not a sappho.
No, it wasn't a sapph. It wasn't a sappho.
We love our acronyms.
But it's a triple FO.
Oh my gosh.
Finished, fully finished.
You're going to confuse the people.
I am. All right, I'll stop now. I'll show that one when we get to finishes.
Alrighty.
Ro's going to show her. When we get to FFOs, we're on finishes. Ro's going to show her finishes. Then I'll show my FFOs. Yes, FFOs. There's more than one.
Yes, plural. Plural, people. Plural.
I've been busy.
Okay, so I had 2 finishes.
Yay!
I like
it when she has finishes.
Yes.
I like it when I have finishes, but I like it more when Ro has finishes.
It means less work for her putting in photos. That's why.
Especially when we do a whip parade at the start of the year.
And yeah, exactly. Next year, look out. I have not counted.
I might have to quit before then.
You go down to 1 and then I'll go to whatever. Even.
Yep.
Okay. First one I finished was Jingle Bell Sleigh Ride Co.
Yay!
And this is by Cherry Hill Stitchery. I spent 1 day on it since I saw you last, and I've done 286 stitches. So basically I was just finishing off down the bottom here. I can't remember which side it was. It was one of the sides. And I absolutely love this one. I'm so in love with it. I love the linen that it was worked on. I love the fact that I changed the colours slightly. I'm just, chef's kiss. Love it.
Very good.
I think it's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how you get those favourites and you're like, every time you look at it, it just brings back memories.
You want to work on it, but you don't want to finish it.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep it going.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to work on it because you love working on it, but then you don't want to finish it
because then you can't work on it anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's okay. I'm going to do the companion piece on the same leftover piece of fabric. So,
yay.
They'll match each other, and then I'll fully finish them together.
Yeah.
So different to what the model stitch, cover photo for this one is.
All right, next one.
Next. Oh dear. Can you tell that we read each other's minds?
Anyway, keep moving.
All right. Nutcracker Stocking by Donna Cooler Designs. It's finally finished.
Yay! No more Nutcracker.
Yes. Not this one at least.
No.
So yeah, this one is now fully finished. I'm so happy I got it done. I spent 1 day and did 233 stitches. Now that comprised of there's a metallic star in here somewhere. Here. Just there. And then I put all the we might have to zoom in. All the beads for the holly. So there's a whole lot of little red beads everywhere.
A whole lot of holly.
A whole lot of holly. And here and here. And then there's even beads in the Christmas tree.
Holy dolly.
Yeah.
So there is.
So it's a bit bling bling.
Mm.
And I'm sure the recipient is going to love it as they picked it out. Oh, I did a lot of the back stitch as well.
Mm.
So yeah, he looks so much better with the back stitch. Because in the beginning I was like, it doesn't really need it. And I'm like, oh, no, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some things really do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's that. And I'm so happy.
Got tired arm now.
Need to go to the gym, love. Okay, so that's what I've been working on. That's like what I've been focusing on because, I had to get it done.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I've ticked that one, both of those off the list.
Excellent.
Now we move into FFOs.
This is what I've been busy at.
Now I'm just going to sit back and relax, chill out with
you
my
don't
water.
have any FFOs. I got all the FFOs today.
Yep.
The first one was the little bookmark from the cruise. I fully finished that, cut off the extra length, frayed the ends, and just put some felt on the back. So that was a nice, quick, easy finish.
Very cute.
Now I can use it.
Yes.
This one's not actually cross-stitch, but I'm going to use it cross-stitch related.
Ooh.
I had a little scrap of material.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm going to just experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So I made
Increase your
myself,
sewing skills.
Yeah, little practice.
Mm-hmm.
So I just made a little needle book.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
I didn't even know about this.
No. And I just sewed the felt through the
Very
middle.
good.
And I can keep spare needles or even needle minders. I know some people
counting pins.
Some people take their needle minders off
Yes.
their project if it's going to be stored for a while and put it in something like that. And I'm like, that is a great idea. So I made myself a little one.
Wonderful.
And then while I was making that one, my little cocktail that I stitched on the cruise.
Yay.
With my cocktail fabric.
Nice.
And the felt through the middle. And
excellent.
It's a small piece of felt because I wanted to still be able to see the cocktails.
Yeah. Let me go in a bit. Yeah, nice.
So,
because you've still got the
it's got underneath. I went around all the other sides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all like and I'm like same thing. I can.
Well done. I'm so impressed. You're expanding your sewing skills, which is great.
They're far from perfect, but
hey, we all got to start somewhere. But that looks really good.
Yeah. Now, I said before I did have another finish, but it was a fully finish. That was my little Halloween.
So cute.
Which way am I going without the light? That way.
Yeah,
Let's go that way. Not over too far. And down a little. I think there we go.
There we go.
So that was the little Halloween one that I stitched.
And
I used the dark thread on that too.
Yeah, and from the last time you saw this, she's changed the colour of the owl
twice.
The leaf and the stem of the pumpkin, I think it was.
Yeah, I've changed it twice since I sewed it because the first time I used the dark grey and that was not right. It was meant to be a lighter one. I did the lighter one and I pointed out last time that you probably couldn't really see it and you kind of couldn't. You could see it better in person, but it still wasn't great. So what I did was I blended the two colours.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So they've got sort of a bit of a mottled effect.
The ghost looks adorable.
Yeah, so he's glow in the dark and the white in the little lantern there is, or the grave. It's a grave, I think. Yeah, it's a grave. So
yeah, gravestone, yeah.
The white on the gravestone.
I thought it was a lantern.
That's where I got that in my head from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a grave. So the white on that and the white on the ghost are glow in the dark as well.
Awesome.
So I did on that one, since I showed it to you guys, 1,154 stitches.
Wow.
And it's fully finished now.
Yeah, that border is pretty intense, isn't it? Like it's got a lot to it.
Yeah, it actually went pretty quick though, considering.
Yeah. Well, you're because
you just repeat the same colours and it's all straight lines and yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So did that one. I did my finally 2023 planner. Got that framed the other day.
Which she framed herself.
I did it myself, yes. It was an effort, but it's done.
Yep.
So that one's fully finished as well. That frame was just from IKEA and it's like a Perspex one. But it was actually quite an easy one to work with because it did have enough thickness in it for me to use foam board in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Whereas a lot of the other ones I end up just using double-sided acid-free tape and attaching them to the back of the frame.
Yeah.
Like, like this one. It's just attached to the board that was with the frame. So, yeah, that was actually a really good one.
Yeah, nice.
And it's nice and light.
And I like the Perspex better than the glass.
Yeah, it's a bit safer, especially when I've got kids around. My geranium fairy.
See how busy she's been? That's why she only had one whip.
Yeah, because I finished other things and framed other things and whatever else. So that's really my geranium fairy one. This was a frame from Target here in Australia. And I'm going to go back and get a couple more because I've got another couple of these fairy ones I intend to do and display them together.
Yeah, and you want to make sure they match.
So I have to go back to Target and get a couple more, and they weren't expensive either. But that's another one that's attached to because there's not a lot
board.
A lot of frames because they're designed for photos don't have a lot
they're not
of
deep enough
thick allowance by the time you've got fabric in there.
Yeah.
And there is one more.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love this one. This is Quiet Please, cross stitcher at work. I loved stitching this. I loved the colours. I loved the fabric. I loved everything about it. It was beautiful. And this was a frame that I found in an op shop, and it was a bit beaten and battered. And Ro took it home. Her lovely husband. Look how beautiful that is. He
Gorgeous.
Sanded and stained and
glossed and
polished it.
all the things.
And it is beautiful.
And he spent some time on it too. So.
Yeah. And I love it. I'm so grateful. So I will have to get that put up somewhere too.
Excellent.
So, yeah, that's why I didn't have many new starts or whips because I was finishing things and fully finishing things.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've been sitting around doing nothing.
Her walls will be covered shortly.
At this rate. I need to get some hooks up and all sorts of things. So that is it for FFOs.
So that's all of the stitchy stuff.
Yes.
Like active stitching stuff.
Yes. So we will move into plans. So this weekend is a very busy one.
It's huge.
It's the biggest weekend we've had for a long time, besides retreat, I think.
Yeah.
So this weekend in the Whip Warriors group, it is the focus event and Beat the Modmin.
I do both.
I do the focus event. And we've also got our Stitchy meetup with the CrossStitches of Brisbane.
We do.
And for that, I will be, both of those things, I will be continuing on with Christmas on the Beach project that I started last night. What are you working on for all of the things?
Well, tomorrow when we go there, it will be the snowman on the Merry Christmas calendar. So he's quite involved. So maybe I should take him and work on him because I want to keep up to date with that one.
Calendar. Yeah.
Otherwise, I was thinking of taking possibly the Brooks Books Advent calendar, the Katie Kitty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that needs to be finished.
Yes, or the the number 12 one with just the legs and the shoes.
Which was the drummer?
Yes, it was the drummer from the Daily CrossStitch website. So I've got a couple of options there. I'll take a couple. I love my options, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've got to be in the mood to stitch it, but I'm loving the Tiny Modernist Merry Christmas calendar. So I'll probably start with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And, of course, we'll be continuing with our Christmas stitching this whole month anyway because...
best time. I love Christmas stitching.
So, yeah, those are some of the things on the weekend. Ro also has another thing that she's doing this weekend.
I do. Now I'm attending the Jingle Ball, so that will be Sunday morning and Monday morning for me, very early. So I need to sort of get to bed early Saturday night and Sunday night and readjust.
And have coffee when you get up.
Yeah, set the alarm. I'll go in my PJs because that's fine. You can do that. So what I'm taking two classes. I'm taking the 3D gingerbread class by Tiny Modernist, and I'm taking the Winter Wonderland Star by Hello from Liz Matthews. Now I have changed my mind with the fabric that I want to do for that one.
Of course you have.
Because, we'll insert the picture so you can see what I'm talking about. So on the picture, there's a whole lot of snowflakes. And I've decided not to do the snowflakes.
I see where you're going now.
Because you can see the fabric in front of me. So I'm going to stitch it on this fabric.
Which already has.
Yes, and it's part of my stash. So I'm using my stash. Now this is a 32 count Murano. I can't show you the pattern there, but this is the...
It comes with one.
Here we put the fabric in there.
Put the fabric back in and we'll do that way.
Yeah. So that's the fabric. That's how it came. And it doesn't actually have like a name for the colour or anything like that.
No,
but
I don't think it's like I give theirs
32
names.
count. Now I've made the, if Eagle Eyes, if you've seen it, I've made a little mark here. This is the centre of the piece where I need to start because I'm actually using this whole piece of fabric for two different projects. So the other one will be done probably next year because I'll run out of time this year. So this is what I'm going to be stitching the Winter Woodland Star on. I haven't started stitching either of them. And my plan was to, while I'm watching their classes and attending the Jingle Ball, like in the social event groups and stuff, I'm going to be stitching on those projects. Okay. So look out, there'll be 2 new starts coming next time.
There'll be more than that because I'll have some too.
However, I don't think this Winter Woodland Star is very many stitches.
Okay. Not going to take too long then.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Oh, well, if you
More than you thought.
yeah, more than I thought, but I'm taking out all the snowflakes, so it's going to be seriously cut down. So in total, it's got 18,894 stitches. However, a lot of that is snowflakes in the background. And then you got the trees. Well, the trees will go. The trees will go pretty quick, though. Yeah, I think the trees.
Oh,
will
look,
go
a lot
quick,
of it will because you got some solid blocks there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing how quickly they come up sometimes.
The gingerbread house is 3,364. So that's actually a smaller stitch count than what the Winter Woodland Star is.
Yeah, we'll see how you go.
So that's for Jingle Ball.
Yeah.
And then
other plans?
Yes, other plans now. Not this weekend, next weekend. So before we will see you again.
Yeah.
I have the family Christmas catch up.
Something's got to get finished.
Next week, I'm planning to finish the stockings during the day and stitch during the night. And I will take photos or possibly maybe a small video just to show you the steps that I've done, and we can include it or we can put it as a short or something like that. Yeah. Because we have had people asking us, how do you make the stockings? So remember I showed you Nutcracker stocking? Well, can you hold that for me, please? This is the fabric I'm going to put on the back.
Cute.
So there's a whole lot of little nutcrackers standing in a row, and I'm sure that will be a very cute fabric for that. Now, just quickly while we're talking about that, the one for my nephew, this was the fabric I was talking about last time. It's a bluey Christmas fabric. It's adorable. It's got little palm trees on it with the light, so it's very, very Queenslandish. It's got a little koala and stuff.
Well, bluey is made in Queensland.
Set
in Queensland.
Yes, yes, very much so. And then this one, you'll never guess which one this one's for.
I see some flamingos in there.
Yeah, you may be right. So yeah, this will be the one for the flamingo stocking.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
So
very cool.
Yeah. So that's my plans for that.
Yep.
And then I've got
there's more plans.
So I don't forget anything.
Yeah. We're good at that.
Alrighty.
Getting things.
We have a shopping day next week.
We do.
Both of us. Because we've been planning to go to this particular shop for many months now.
It's been a while, yeah.
And it's just not worked in and all the things, and we need time to look and touch and all the things.
Yeah, and with kids it's a bit hard to, fit these things into a school day and whatever else.
Yeah. So that's going to
be... We made a plan. We're going early.
That's going to be our time together.
We might be able to take some photos or a little bit of video footage there or something.
We'll ask the shop owner
if they're okay with that.
Yeah. Now, next Wednesday, I know it's so busy. I'm so busy this next fortnight. Next Wednesday, I attend my Wednesday craft group breakup for the year, which is a Christmas lunch. So that's going to be very nice. We'll snack on all these lovely foods. And so that'll be the last one for the year, and then we don't start back till, I think, mid-January or late January. And then the next day, on the Thursday, our craft group will be having their Christmas breakup. So it's that time of year when everyone's getting together and having Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner and all the things.
Our stitching meetup tomorrow is the last one for the year as well. And we won't be back there.
So we're having a Christmas sort of breakup from them too. We have a little secret Santa, a little bring a plate of food. So yeah, it's so exciting. I love it. And I think that's it for plans.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could fit anything else in.
Not this month.
That's quite chock-a-block.
You got things
know what I mean?
next month though.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Do you want to mention them now?
Things next month. Okay, thank you for reminding me. The Haid sale starts January the 1st. So you have until December the 13th at midnight to purchase the Haid sale off the Haid sale website, so Heaven and Earth Designs. And once you've purchased that, then you join the particular group that's linked and all the information is there. You join the Facebook group, you answer the survey questions and you read the frequently asked questions, because they've got like folders and files to tell you all the information you need to know. And then once you've done that, when in the survey, you pick your chart. That's where you pick your chart. So you don't have to know straight away which one you want to do when you purchase it, but we are running out of time now. So there's only about, a week left?
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. So you must fill in the survey, and we're so close to getting the second freebie chart. I think there's like 150 participants off.
Oh, really?
And if we don't get the second one, that's fine. I'll just purchase it later on because it's beautiful. It's hummingbirds.
You like that one.
So yeah, the Haid sale starts now. Speaking of the Haid sale, I received, moving into haul,
We're not ready for haul yet.
I know, but this is regarding a Haid sale. I received my fabric. So now I'm fully kitted up. I don't need to do any more planning of setting it up or anything like that. All my floss is ready to go. My fabric's now here.
You've got it all.
I do. And I do have one other plan, but I have to speak to you about after I've done the haul. So, yes, that's to come.
Okay.
In January, we will be having the Australian CrossStitch Shindig.
Yes.
Now, this is an online retreat kind of situation, which is awesome. And it's going to be focusing on Aussie Flosstubers, Aussie designers, and Aussie shops.
Vendors.
Vendors. I couldn't remember the word that they used. And so this has been set up by Lisa Lane at Paddock Lane Designs. And we are now allowed to say that we are going to be one of the Flosstubers. There's also going to be Mojo Stitches, Shady Tree Stitches, and I think she said Fiddlesticks is coming in as well.
I can't remember. I'm sure there'll be a list
she told me
available.
She told me at the retreat. She said, you can mention this, this, and this. So I was like, okay,
we get fed little bits that we can then feed to you.
Yes,
so,
yes, exactly. Like we said, when we know and we can update you,
and we're allowed to, So it's on the 26th and 27th of
January, yep.
Australian time, which is a Sunday and Monday, and the Monday's a
and
public
it's all
holiday
online.
here.
So you don't have to go out of your house. Anyone can attend. The tickets are only $10 Australian, so it's nice and cheap because Lisa likes to keep things affordable for people to be able to cross-stitch. And it's going to be awesome.
Yep. And I think there's going to be classes and things too.
Yes, classes and
you'll be able
Q&A and that sort of stuff.
You'll be able to come in and chat with us in Zoom room if you would like to.
Yes. And speaking of Q&A, someone had asked me recently to put it out to everybody. If you have any Q&A, like questions, and you want us to answer them, put in the questions either in Instagram or
in the
comments below,
or send an email through. All the details are listed and linked.
Yep. Ask us in person if you see us in person. Send us a message if you can send us a message any way that you feel that you need to get the question to us. Yep. And then we will be doing an answer session.
Yes.
So that will give us a lot of questions to actually
talk about.
Talk about.
Because we've never done it before. It's the first one for us. It's the first one in Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're very excited, but we're also a bit like, we don't know really what we're doing. But
well, because we know what we're talking about, but we don't know what you guys want us to talk about. So therefore, you guys need to lead the conversation sort of thing and ask us the questions, and then we can go off on a tangent like we normally do. But, it'd be great to know what you guys want to know as well.
Yes, for sure.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. It'll be very exciting.
Yes.
So, last plans that we want to talk about is
Whip Go. Okay.
So
did you finish your November one?
I still have number 17 to do, which is complete a teacher gift.
Okay.
At this point, it's going to end up for next year's teacher.
Well, you didn't specifically say it had to be for this year's teacher, did you?
No.
Yeah.
With, all our Spooktober things and,
quite busy.
trying to get things finished and everything last month, I just haven't got it done. And then, of course, now we're doing all Christmas things, and none of those were intended to be a teacher gift.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I will get to it eventually.
Yep.
But for this month, there was only 2 numbers left, so we knew what they were last month anyway.
Yep. Process of elimination.
Yes, so they were 7 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 for me is Stitch on a Mythological Piece, and this month, Friday of next week is Friday the 13th.
Oh, yes, it is.
So I was actually thinking I might do one of my Halloween projects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you wanted to continue with that on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought it's a way to keep those moving. So if I do any one of those, then that covers that too.
Yes.
And if I do one of my bigger ones, it covers number 20.
Oh, excellent.
Which is Stitch on a Pattern with 5 or more pages.
Ah.
So if I do one of the bigger, like my Gothic Witch Hazel, or I think Halloween Quaker might be more than 5 as well. So, you know, that kind of...
That's like a 2 for 1.
It's a 2 for.
Very good.
So that will be just about completing with Go for me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I finished one of my November ones, which was finish a piece that I've stitched on for a week. So that was the Nutcracker stocking, because I stitched on him for over a week in November. The one I didn't get to was the underwater theme. So I was like, okay, well, we'll see how we go. If I can fit something in, I can. If I can't, I can't. It doesn't bother me if I don't get the whole board finished.
See, for me it does, because I get to open my
because you have a reward system. Yeah, you have a reward
advent calendar.
Yeah,
and I'd like to have them all open by the end of the year.
Otherwise, just rip it down. Yeah. Okay. December for me is a piece that has people on it, and to stitch on it for 10 hours. The second one I've already finished. So Sal. Yeah, a Sal. I had to finish a section.
Oh yeah.
So that was quite easy. Yeah.
Good.
Happy about that.
I think I had that on my board at 1.2.
Yeah. And just in a different place to me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's good go. So now we'll move into haul.
My favourite part.
We have got a little bit, so might want another cuppa.
Jeez, you'll have them bouncing off the wall in a minute.
So the first part of haul I'm going to show is the things I've already received out of the advent calendar from LEB Designs in Australia. I have been opening them up each day and doing a little short video, but if you haven't seen them, I will run through each one and show you in a bit more detail. And there was a little note in with each of them, and I think a couple of them I forgot to actually read them out. So day 1 was a mug, and mine says, I'd rather be cross-stitching.
Excellent.
It's just plain mug otherwise, but I think that's beautiful. It's hot pink thread in there, and I'm just like, I'm loving it. And it's got her little logo on the bottom.
I can just see when your husband says, you know, do you want to go
anything
shop, blah blah blah.
First thing in the morning, anybody talks to me.
Yep.
When I have my cup of tea. And the little note with that one, number 1, mug. Every stitcher needs a theme-appropriate drink container.
They do.
And I thought that was just beautiful. So that was day 1, and I was loving that. Day 2.
Good start.
I know. I'm like, I am loving this advent calendar. I haven't been disappointed with anything so far. So number 2 is threads. It says a fun selection for your stash. Now, this one is DMC, and it is number 3838. So that will just get added to my stash. This one is a Cosmo thread.
I love Cosmo.
I've never used Cosmo. I've never even had Cosmo. I've never even seen it. Okay. So this is my very first Cosmo thread.
I have used Cosmo thread for some model stitches, and it's been great. I love it.
It's number 144A.
And I think Cosmo thread is just that little tiny bit thicker than DMC.
I mean, DMC's soft, but yeah. So that'll be interesting. I'd love it if there was more colours in the advent calendar as I go.
Well, you may get more.
I may do. I don't know what's in the rest of it yet.
Otherwise, we'll have to look out for some for you.
Yeah, just so I can, use it with something.
Yeah.
Day 3 was a little kit, and it's an earring kit. And it says a fun, different way to cross stitch. We've included everything you need to make up a pair of earrings, but of course you don't have to use our pattern. But I think I will, because it's I can't show it because it's only got the pattern, not a cover photo. But it's just cute little Christmas trees.
They are cute.
And I think they'll just be really, really cute. So it's got everything in there. It's got the threads, obviously, to stitch it with. It's got a little perforated plastic that you stitch on, and the earring pieces to put through the ears, and the instructions to do it all. And
fantastic.
I was loving that too. And this one I love too.
When she showed me this, I was like, oh, what is this?
We're going to have to put this on the board. It's
yes, so it's adorable.
And it can be up all year round. It is a little decoration. So day 4, decorate something for your tree, door handle, or car mirror.
Car mirror?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can basically hang it anywhere.
I reckon we should hang it
I think we'll hang it on the board somewhere. We might figure that out later so we don't knock anything down.
Oh, we can just hang it there for now.
And day 5 was a little needle minder.
Oh, what does it say?
So day 5 minder for holding your needle in place. And this says, I might start talking about cross-stitch. You have been warned. So I think that'll be a great one for when I'm like out and about stitching.
You should take that on Saturday. Catch up to you.
And it was wrapped in some bubble wrap.
So
and I
cute.
didn't notice when I did the short. It's actually love heart bubble wrap.
It's
I
adorable.
can see the shapes on there.
Maybe the other side. Yeah. Yeah, there
It's
you go.
love hearts. I've never seen bubble wrap with love hearts. And I just
Neither
thought
have
that
I.
was so cute.
I've only seen like the round circular type.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen, different colours and stuff, but yeah, I have never seen love hearts, and I just thought that was so beautiful. And today was day number 6, and I got a hoop, and it says, "Can you ever have enough?" We're being framed again.
Yeah, we are.
So it's just one of
Try to get that.
It's just one of
It's
the-
just crazy.
it's just one of the smaller ones.
Yeah.
but I can
So I'd say
definitely
That's probably a 6-inch hoop, I reckon.
quite possibly.
Yeah.
Give or take 5
Yeah.
or 6. I don't know. I don't think it says on it, but yeah, I can definitely use that for something.
Yeah.
So everything that I've got, I can use, and I'm loving.
You may end up getting another pattern.
There may
that
be a
will
pattern in there,
require this as a finishing
possibly,
piece.
because when I got the advent calendar, it did recommend opening things in the order that was intended. So there may be fabric and a pattern and maybe some more threads to make something to put in that.
Yep.
Who knows? I will find out more tomorrow.
Yes.
So,
and if you haven't seen the shorts, go back and have a look on our channel, because they're only like less than a minute
they're
long.
less than a minute, yeah.
Yeah. And so Kylie does them. I'm not in there.
I'm not actually in there either. Just
No,
my hands.
but your hands are in there. Yeah, your voice is in there.
Yes.
So, go back and check those shorts out and let us know what you think.
Yeah. But that's everything I've got so far, because we're only on day 6 now.
Yeah.
So
So next time we will show you more.
we'll have more to show next time. So that was my advent calendar, LEB Designs. We will link the website down below. So other haul I've got, I went to a bargain shop yesterday, Hot Bargain, and I got a bigger hoop. So that one is a 20 centimetre hoop.
This one's better for eating.
Not really. This girl.
We get
Because
amused by lots of things.
the Christmas patterns that I've got from Caterpillar Cross Stitch that I got in last year's advent calendar from them fit in that size hoop, and I only had 2.
Right. Okay.
And there's 3 patterns.
Okay. So
when I saw that,
enough,
I grabbed another one.
Yep. So they're going to match.
I got some dowel sticks, and I do have a plan for those.
I think I know what your plan is for those, but I won't say.
When I get a chance to do some more finishing, you might see that. And I got some beads. They've got little paw prints.
Oh, adorable.
Because I'm going to make up some pins and things with those.
Oh,
They are
that's
very
adorable. Cute. And they could be either cat or dog paw prints.
Yep, and there's different colours in there. So, yeah, that was a bit of fun. And I got some more heart beads because...
can't have too many hearts.
Can't have too many heart beads. There is plans for those.
Yes, there is.
2. And I got... This is a little bracelet, but I didn't get it for the bracelet.
A what?
Bracelet. I'm going to use those charms for zipper pulls or something else. And I'm going to use the beads for froggers or pins or
So
something.
you're going
as well.
to repurpose the
I'm going to
bracelet
repurpose it
into
yes.
something else.
Yes.
Lovely.
So they may even get made into froggers yet.
Are they the same?
No, their charms were different.
Okay, because I was going to say if they're the same, you could make them into earrings.
They had earrings for sale as well.
Mm-hmm.
There was a third charm on there.
Mm-hmm. What happened to it? Uh-oh. I feel there's a story behind that.
No, nothing bad.
Oh.
It's been made into a needle minder.
Oh.
Already, because that was easy to do. So they were what I got from Hot Bargain.
Yes.
And I've also been to another cheapy shop that is not far from me called Choice, the discount store. And I got some green tinsel ribbon trim. Whatever. No, they actually say tinsel ribbon.
Yep.
And
it's wound like in a spiral.
Yeah. So I have a plan for that too. And it relates to this one. Now, when the cover photo of this shows it with a rickrack trim, I'm going to see if I can trim it with this. So that it looks a bit more Christmas tree-like.
Yeah.
With the tinsel.
Yeah, because you don't have any tinsel on that
There's no tinsel on that tree. So I'm going to see if I can use that around it.
Yep.
And that'll be the finish.
Excellent.
Part of the finish with that one. And also at Choice.
More beads.
This huge pack of beads. They say approximately 500 beads in there. Varying sizes, different colours. So they are going to be perfect for my pins and froggers to make, and I'm hoping over the holidays that
I'll have a little production line.
I'll have my little helper again. One of my kids was helping me out when I made them last time.
Yep.
And helping design them and everything. So
they did very well at helping you, because Kylie was showing me photos and I was like, wow, I'm impressed.
We had a lot of fun, and I've actually been asked, can we do that again?
Yeah.
So in school holidays, I'm thinking that
good activity.
It will be a nice activity for us to do. So on that, I went to Lincraft yesterday.
These are cute.
And I got this little pack of different charm things.
They're cute.
For those.
I like them. I want some.
There's a little, there's a like a starfish and a turtle, and then these ones are just like, well, they're the pearly ones, and they're kind of the gem ones.
Yep. Excellent.
So again, probably froggers or something with those.
Yeah.
And I just got some sewing machine needles because one of mine broke and it only had one spare, which is now in the machine. So I need to have spares, because if I break another one while I'm, doing all my finishing of things,
we don't like it when the
then
needles break.
I have to stop.
Yes.
And I can't go any further until I can buy needles.
Yes.
So, and then my last piece of haul is from Petticlean Designs. And this was a custom die. I actually spoke to Lisa about this at the retreat that we went to in Maroochydore at the start of November. This is one of her spring duo fabrics. I asked for a 32 count, even weave, fat quarter, and I wanted it to look like sky up the top and grass down the bottom, because I have a specific plan for this. And she's done an amazing job. I think that's going to be perfect.
It very much looks like sky and grass.
That's what we wanted. So she had some other ones and they were a bit brighter. And I did say to her, look, I didn't want it too bright. And she said, did you want it to look like cloudy sky or just blue sky? I'm like, oh, actually cloudy sky would be, make it look more like sky.
Yeah.
Really
so the white bits are the clouds.
And I only wanted about a third of it, the green, because of what I'm going to put on it. I didn't want the green to come up. Like some of them,
too high.
She goes, about halfway normally, I think. And she said, oh, well, what about just about a third? I'm like, oh, yeah, yep. And I think she's done a wonderful job, and I think it's going to be perfect for what I intend to put it on. So, yes, she has them listed on her website. You can just order, or if you want something specific, you can speak to Lisa or send her a message or an email or whatever.
Yeah.
And just ask her. She's very willing to have the conversation with you about what you want specifically. And she was more than happy to do that. And
you got it now.
I've got it now. I'm very excited.
Now you'll just have to wait to see what she starts on.
You'll have to wait and see what the project is. I'm not going to show you yet, but it is when I intend to start.
I
next
know
year.
you've told me, and my brain is trying to
It's
remember which one it is. But I'm sure once she shows me, I'm like, oh, of course.
Yes. So, yeah, I do have a plan for that. It's a project I've been wanting to start and haven't started because I didn't feel like I had the right fabric for it. And having a discussion with Lisa at the retreat and showing her the picture, we sort of, worked together, and then she's come up with that. And I think it's going to work really well. So I'm very excited to start now.
Lovely.
And I can't start yet.
New year, new start.
Maybe. We'll see.
Less than a month away.
We will see. So that is all my haul. Now, you also had something to mention about Paddock Lane Designs.
I did. Now, Paddock Lane Designs has a Patreon. And we both signed up to the free level a little while ago now.
Oh, when it first came out, yeah.
Yeah. And when I went to the retreat last weekend, can't believe it's been a week already. It's crazy. I was chatting with Lisa, and there was a particular piece of fabric that I had been wanting, and we spoke about it at the Maroochydore retreat, and she said you will need to sign up to the Patreon to be able to get it because it's an exclusive. And when I was at this last retreat, I spoke to her and I said, is it too late to sign up because I've had things going on? She said, nope, it's not too late. Sign up now. So I was like, excellent. I did. I signed up to Lisa's Patreon. So I'm getting, I'm on the Sheila level. And
I love the name she's come up with for the
they're
levels.
very Aussie. There's Mate, there's Sheila, there's Tall Poppy, I think.
Can't remember.
So I'm getting the Ada fabric. And I've said to Lisa, I'm happy with either 18 or 20 count, plain regular Ada or the opal Ada. So it will be a surprise to me when I receive it to see what has been chosen. And I can't wait. I know that it's like very close to being on its way, if not already on its way, because I've received like messages and bits and pieces, about it. So I'm getting very excited.
Yay!
Yes. So that was one of the major things that I wanted to do was sign up to that. Now, speaking of signing up to something, I signed up to the Silks for You 12 Days of Christmas Advent.
Yes.
Now, I can't open any just yet because it starts on the 14th of December.
Oh, okay.
And it goes through till Christmas Day. Christmas Day is the last package that you open. But I can show you. It came in this box, and they're all individually wrapped in beautiful Christmas paper. And they've each got, like, the day on it. So it tells you, like, what's that one? That one's, oh, sorry, I got upside down. Day 4. So it tells you, what to open on what day.
Ooh, so are you going to do shorts when you open yours?
Possibly.
Ooh.
Possibly.
It's exciting.
So I'm like keen to get in there. And
I'm like that with mine too. I just want to keep opening them all, but no.
I've opened just to see, I've got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 on top. That's all I've done.
Make it easy.
I didn't really go through and feel them as such. I just kind of concentrated on the numbers, the letters, to find out what number the day it was for.
Yep.
And I've kind of put the further ones at the bottom and the closer ones at the top.
Yep.
So I can't wait to start opening that. So
something to look forward to.
Yes, yay! December 14 is day 1.
Exciting. And you'll have to, we might have to set you up to do a little short with yours too.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
Now,
what else?
What else have I got?
There's more haul.
Yes. Now, we all know that I'm doing the hate sale next year, right? Because we just spoke about it. Now, I'm doing the drinks on the beach pattern. And I looked through my stash and I could not find any cocktail fabric.
It's hard to find.
We had this conversation a couple of months ago when Kylie wanted to find the cocktail fabric for her finish that she showed you.
Needle book.
You saw it before.
Yeah.
So I found that fabric for her, and it was quite hard to find. And I put a call out on my personal Facebook page. Does anyone know where I could find some cocktail fabric? One of my friends got back to me and she said, this is on eBay, Ro. And I was like, what? How did I not see it? Like, how did I not find this? So
that looks pretty cool.
and this came from Cairns.
Oh.
And I was like, we were only just up there earlier in the year. Right. Yes, that's the right way up. Okay. This is what I got. And I'm so happy with it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now this came from Entwined, North Queensland. And I found it on Facebook. She has a phone number and a website. Now I can link the website below.
Yep.
I won't give out the phone number though.
No,
And
they can find that
she
themselves on the website if they want to ring. Yeah.
She takes orders and things like that as well. So Vicky is her name. So thank you, Vicky. You probably won't see this, but anyway. Yes, I'm so happy I found that fabric.
Yay.
And then because I found that one, it said something else you may like. Right.
So she bought that too.
Yes. So this is very tropical as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in Australia, we call these thongs.
Mm-hmm.
In America, they call them flip-flops.
Maybe.
I think it's flip-flops.
And
in New Zealand, they're jandals. So we've got all three, well, that we know of covered. Whoopsie daisy. There's a lot of nice, beautiful colours, and there's like little palm trees on some of the thongs, and then there's flowers and spots and bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one.
Yeah.
So those two will be made into project bags for me.
Yay.
And I was thinking, because I have enough fabric here, I might actually make a tote bag out of the rest of it.
Yeah.
So to be decided. That one there was on eBay as well. That's from annsimpson.com.au. So I'll link that below. She's got a Facebook, an eBay store, email, and a website.
Very good.
So I'm very happy with that.
Yay.
Now that was all the physical haul, other than the fabric that I got in from Crafty Threads for the hate sale.
Yep. Okay.
The rest of it's digital.
Mm.
We love ourselves some digigital haul. Have you got some digital?
I don't this time. I haven't bought any digital haul.
What?
I do it all the time. I've gotten some free patterns.
Okay.
I got the latest freebie from Primrose Cottage.
Yes, I got that this morning too.
So yeah, that came through this morning our time.
Very cute.
It is a little Christmassy one.
Yes.
Yeah, and cookies, and they've just made it into a little pillow, and it's
it's very sweet, and it's got the little pom pom trim. Now we have enough pom pom trim to sink a ship.
Just about, yep.
I'm hoping it doesn't sink a ship.
No.
But that's a saying that we have.
Yeah. So that won't be done this Christmas because we already had our plans for this Christmas and can't fit anything else in.
No, that's right.
But yeah, so I did get that one, but I don't think I've bought any patterns in the last couple of weeks.
Did you get any other free Christmas patterns?
Oh, I did actually.
Yeah, because I got a couple free ones too.
Yeah. So CrossStitch the Globe had a video out, and it was 50 plus free Christmas patterns. So I watched that, and yes, I was definitely enabled, and I got a few of those, and also a few others by some of the that were on the same sites, not just Christmas ones. There was a couple of Halloween ones I got as well, and other things. So
we can't link all the ones that we got for free because we don't have enough room in the description.
There'll be too many. So, but yes, I did get some free ones, and you'll see them as I get to join those as well.
One that I really did like is the Joyous Noel by Susan Aki, and she's also a quilt designer as well.
I think I grabbed a couple of other ones from her.
Okay. So
there was a different Christmas one, and I think there might have been a Halloween one from her as well.
Yeah, I think there was. Yeah. So I really like her style in quilting, and like I've seen her working in CrossStitch as well, and I really like her style in CrossStitch. So I grabbed a freebie from her.
Yes, I got a couple of hers.
I got a freebie called Winter Freebie from Erin Elizabeth Designs. And we got a sneak peek of the Stitch on Me Christmas Market sale starting in December 25
on Christmas Day. So it does look very cute. It's very different to the Halloween one that we did of those. It doesn't look like there's an actual frame. It's just all separate little sections that will it's like market stalls that are going around.
Yeah.
We won't put up a picture
No.
because we don't want to spoil it for anyone who they did it very well in the email. It's like, if you want to see this spoiler, you click this link. And then even in that, once you click it, you've got to actually, they say, are you sure you want to see this spoiler? And you have to type in the word yes. And even then you've got to hover over it to see it. So
it was very well protected.
You had to really make sure that you wanted to see it. They checked with you at every step. And so we won't put it up because we don't want to spoil it for anyone who didn't want to see what it was about.
But I think sign-ups are still on, aren't they, until December 13th?
They are. It's coming up very soon.
So get in quickly if you do want to sign up to it.
Yes, you need to sign up through their website, which we will link, and basically subscribe to the emails, and then you'll get it sent to you. So
this one is super duper cute. So I'm hoping that my 25th day of my calendar will finish on Christmas Day, 25th,
and then you could start this.
And then I could start on this.
I'm not sure whether they're bigger than the Halloween ones.
They are.
So hopefully it's weekly rather than daily this time. I
don't think it'd be daily.
The floss list and fabric size is all out now as well. So I have actually picked a fabric, but
it's like a light grey fabric that they're
they've used a light grey, a witch elm.
I think I probably would use a light grey.
Yeah, so the one I've chosen is a bluey grey.
Sneak peek. And it's all DMC threads.
Yes.
So there's no
so easy to access.
Yeah, no hand-dyed threads.
No.
Okay. The next one I purchased was, I got enabled by watching Flosstube, as you do. So somebody else's fault this time. I can't remember who it is. I'm so sorry, because otherwise I would have linked to their channel. But I've been watching so many Flosstubes. So this is called the Secret Grove Stitch Along, and it's by Needle Lot Designs. And they have an Etsy page and also a website. So I had a look at both, and it was actually cheaper on the website than it was on Etsy. And I understand why, because on Etsy they have to pay fees and things like that, so it gets worked in. Anyway, the first part was released, and I thought, oh, that is awesome. And by the time that I had seen this person talking about it, they had shown the first part, the second part. And I was like, this is just adorable. Kylie's looking at it now because I'm flicking through.
And now I'm like, now I want it.
Yeah. I thought you might like it. And it's very like mystical, magical.
Right up my alley.
Fantasy. But it's not too over the top for me.
No. Still cute.
Yes, it's very cute.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in this pattern and doing the sale, it's released November the 1st was the first one, November 22nd was the second, December 13 is the third part. And then it goes all the way through to part 10 on May the 9th. And it gives you like a visual sort of layout, that's the word, of where each part will go. So you start at the top of the fabric and you work your way down the fabric. And so I'm really happy with that. I'm just like,
I'm gonna have to look at that one.
Yeah, I've enabled her now. Got your back. And I couldn't buy it by itself. So it had to come with a friend. And this was one of the new designs. And this one is called Reading by the Fire.
It's cute.
And it's a bear, and he's got his little book with his little sleep beanie on, and he's got his little fire, and it's Christmas time.
Slippers.
Yep, slippers on.
It's very cute.
Yeah, so it's adorable. Okay, moving on. We have from, now I hope I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Lip Stitching. It will be linked below so you'll see it. Now there's 3 patterns I bought from this designer on Etsy, and I'm not sure, but I've seen a lot of patterns recently on Etsy that have very similar titles.
Oh, okay.
So this one, as it's written, it's called Merry Christmas CrossStitch Sample Art Gingerbread Village Gingerbread House. I don't know what.
I think they try and add all the words in so that they get all the search things.
Yeah, so when people search for it, it picks it up. Yeah. So I thought this was really cute with the little people sledding down the hill and, you know, the little gingerbread village and Santa's up the top. Yeah, I just thought it was adorable.
Mhm.
See the cat on the roof? And then the next one is called Merry Christmas CrossStitch Sampler Christmas Gingerbread Village Gingerbread House. So the difference between the two is one is a gingerbread village, the first one, and this one is the Christmas gingerbread village. So when I come around to stitching it, I think we're going to have to nickname it or do something, you know, because I know which one I'm going to be stitching on, but showing it to you guys, you know. Okay, then the third one is Merry Christmas CrossStitch Sampler Christmas Train Santa's Train. Oh, it's just adorable. I just fell in love with those three. So I was like, yep, that's it. Stop at 3. There's more on there that, you know, I could really be addicted to, but I was just saying stop at 3. Okay. Next one is CrossStitch Kits Alla on Etsy. And this is Christmas Stocking Santa with a glass ball. That's what it's called. And I thought it's just very sweet, very cute. Shh. Santa's coming.
He's watching.
He is. He's watching. This next one is called Christmas Cross-Stitch Pattern Gingerbread Men. And I've got this one because of the shape of the finishing.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to be learning some techniques at the Jingle Ball about finishing in a star shape. So I thought I will then expand my techniques into finishing a gingerbread man.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then I like to give myself a challenge. And then this last one from CrossStitch Kits Alla is Santa's Toys Christmas Stocking. So that's really cute. Peeking through the window with all the toys. And then we have Magnificent Works JB on Etsy. And this one's called Palm Tree Christmas Cross-Stitch Beach Cross-Stitch. Okay, so that's the one with the surfboard and the palm trees. And they've hung their stockings in between the palm trees. Oh, those adorable.
Yeah.
And the little starfish, he's cute.
With the Santa hat.
Yeah, the Santa hat. And then the second one is called Palm Tree Cross-Stitch Coastal Christmas Cross-Stitch. So that's the one with the whale tail with the lights and things. And then it's got the same starfish with the Christmas hat. So these are very similar in the way that they're named and designed, but they're very cute. And then the third one is Valentine's Day Cross-Stitch Heart Hot Air Balloon.
Sweet.
Yeah. So that, I think, is... Let me just double check. Yep, that's all the digital haul.
Just a little bit.
I went a little bit crazy. I had some time on my hands, and this is the thing, you know, I get stitching and then I get distracted by watching Flosstube or something. Someone calls me or messages me or something, not just Kylie. No. And then I get on the phone to answer them back, and then I go, oh, what was I doing? Oh, and I scroll through like the pages, and then before you know it, I'm on Etsy. And then I'm like, get back to stitching. So, yeah. Lots of fun.
So that's the end of the haul. I have a rack, a random act of kindness.
Yes, you do.
When we were at the retreat in Maroochydore, I grabbed some magazines off the freebie table. One of them was an issue of New Stitches. The reason I grabbed that one was because it had this pattern in it. And I thought that was so beautiful and loved all the colours in it and everything.
Historic Wedding Sampler by Mary Hickmott.
And I loved it. And then I got home, and when I went to open up the magazine and have a look and how big it was and all the things, it only had half of it.
Part 1.
And there was a part 2 was in the next magazine. And I was like, oh.
Uh-oh.
So I put a call out in the retreat group to see if anyone had picked up the next issue. And the lovely Jenny from Shady Tree Stitches had it and very, very kindly got it to me. she's just grabbed what she wanted out of the magazine and passed on the actual physical copy, so I can actually do that sample now. So thank you so much, Jenny. I really, 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 really appreciate that.
When I was at the retreat picking it up for you, she was like, I've got a book to give to you. And I was like, yes, I know. So she was very much like,
she was on it.
Yes,
yeah,
I have to give it to you. Don't let me forget.
Because, that I may start that in September next year.
And as soon as she gave it to me, the next time I went downstairs to my room, I took it down and I put it in my bag, so I knew that it wouldn't be getting lost.
Yeah, no one else was going to pick it up or do anything with it. So, I really appreciate that, Jenny, because I do want to stitch that and was only going to be able to do like half of it otherwise. So that was my random act of kindness.
Lovely. Now I had one that I kind of picked up from my Wednesday craft group.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was destashing a whole lot, and I mean a whole lot, of these Christmas tree ornaments. Now I have no idea why, because they look brand new, basically. So a whole lot of these, and I was like, they're gorgeous, they're cute.
Very cute.
So I don't know, it's probably a dozen there.
Maybe, yeah, it's cute.
And then someone was destashing some lace. So some nice lace. So it's got little flowers on it. So I thought, oh yes, please, I'll take that, and I will find something for that, like a pillow or something or other.
Yeah.
So that was my
some sort of finishing.
Yeah, that was my rack.
And you've been watching some Flosstube.
Oh man. Oh man, have I been watching some Flosstube.
I've been watching some. I've been keeping up with Adelaide Stitches.
Oh yes, definitely.
Her, daily updates that she's doing through 25 days of Christmas.
Yes.
So I've been keeping up with that. I did mention Caterpillar CrossStitch earlier with the glow in the dark thread advice. And
I watched Caterpillar CrossStitch glow in the dark one as well, and I found there was a couple of tips that I didn't even know. So I was thankful for that. I have been watching Adelaide every day because she's doing the same Tiny Wonders calendar. Yes. I'm keeping up with her, or I'm keeping up with her. She's not keeping up with me. I'm keeping up with her. So it's interesting to see.
You're both trying to keep up with it
each
day.
Yes, yeah. We're doing it together. It's not a competition between us. We're doing it together.
It's a sell.
Yes, it's a sell. And I love that she's doing it as well, because sometimes she runs into the same things as I've run into.
Yeah.
Or she's had little, what do you call it, like designer.
Unintentional personalisation is what I call it.
She's had some personalisation, let's put it that way.
Unintentionally.
But it looks great. If you didn't know,
yeah, I didn't realise until she pointed things out. Yes. And I'm like, oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
If you don't tell anyone.
Yeah. And she's doing hers on a blue fabric, whereas I'm doing mine on a green. So I'm interested to see how it's working out with the blue.
Yeah, and I like seeing the differences between the two of them as well.
Now, going back to Caterpillar CrossStitch, I have been watching them, and I saw their episode where they were introducing their 2025 positivity sale. And they've done 2 prior positivity sales. Okay. One was a hot air balloon sort of shape, I think, and then I think the other one was circular. This one, they gave you like a sneak peek of the middle, like I think it was one word in the middle.
Okay.
But it's all to do with positive words and trying to make you feel helping you feel positive with things in life in general and cross stitching and stuff. And I thought that's really cute. I love the idea behind it, that it makes you feel happy. Yeah. Nice. So maybe I might purchase that one in the new year. And then, of course, I've been watching Shady Tree Stitches.
Yes, so have I.
Not only because I appear in their latest retreat video.
It was so funny when I was watching it, and I think my husband came in and was like, hey, we know her.
What did he say?
He's like, oh, yeah.
She messaged me and she said, I see you. And I'm like,
and then I sent her a photo of the TV.
And then it all clicked. So, Lisa interviewed me while we were down at the retreat, And so if you want to see it, go over to Lisa's Shady Trees Stitches. We'll link it below.
Yep.
And you will see the retreat video from Stitching in the Mountains. And then, like, I love to watch their videos after they've been to a retreat to
It's
like,
nice to get the
relive
wrap up.
the memories and
And it's one you've
nice
been to even more so.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Yeah.
But it's even interesting, like, to watch it even if you haven't been.
Exactly, yeah.
And see what they're all about. And if you haven't been to a retreat, it sort of gives you an idea of the things that happen at retreat, which is nice too.
Because now I've been to 2 different ones, right? And they're not the same.
No.
So I would like to go to others and experience what they're like, because I imagine that they would be different again
too. So that was actually another different one. So.
Yeah, that was a different type of retreat as well. So I would like to sort of feel the feels of all the different retreats and see what they're like, how they run and what happens. I'd love
to be able to do them all, but
I know we've got to win Lotto first.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Cross your fingers for us.
Yeah, give us the winning Lotto numbers, will you? Yes, so I've been watching so many Flosstubes.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot that have been bringing out daily videos of like opening the advent calendars, or their daily stitching, each day they stitch on something different. And there's a lot this time of the year, and I love it that there's a lot, because there's so much to choose from, and it's not like I'm not watching someone because I'm watching someone else. I'm watching them all, and it like comes to 6 o'clock at night and I'm like, I really should watch some Normalty or something else. Nah, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
So my husband comes out sometimes, he goes, are you still watching YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, I'm quite happy. Yeah. So there's a lot around. So let us know who you've been watching.
Yeah, any recommendations? Who should we be watching that we're not already?
Yeah, because like we watch quite a few between us.
Yeah.
But there's so many other Flosstube channels out there that we've either not heard of or not seen. And I love to watch new ones. Like, I love to get in and see what people are doing and what they're stitching on and all the things. So, let us know who you've been watching for Christmas.
Besides us, of course.
Yeah. Well, of course. We should be number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
What else?
I wanted to mention, and I've been forgetting to mention these couple of things the past few Flosstube episodes, and I get home and I go, oh, man, I forgot to mention that. Okay, so a couple of things. Now, Sharon from Crafty Threads can kit up the hate sale for you if you are doing the hate sale.
If you're in Australia.
Yes, if you're in Australia.
Yeah.
You tell her what pattern you're doing, and she will help you kit it up with whatever count fabric you want, all the floss, all the things.
Yeah.
Now, she has a deal. If you spend over $50, you get free shipping. So, very good. Take her up on that offer. Because, once you get your fabric and your threads and all the things.
For a hate especially.
For a hate, yes. It can add up quite quickly. And she's very cheap with her DMC threads as well. So we shop through her because not only is she just up the road from me now.
And an amazing person.
Yes, and great service.
Yeah.
And fast and very, very helpful. Like, there's been a couple of things where I've been like, hey, Sharon, do you reckon you could get this in? Or do you reckon,
she does
whatever.
Best she can.
Yeah.
She always comes through. And her prices are very reasonable.
Yes, very much so. So go check her out. Do yourselves a favour. Okay. Second thing is I've been asked to film a project bag Flosstube extra.
Oh, have you? Okay.
I have. To show what project bags I have in stock at the moment.
Yeah.
So I will be getting onto that over December Christmas period. And I will hopefully be coming out with a Flosstube extra in the new year to show all the project bags that are currently in stock. If you would like one that I'm not showing, I could possibly do it. You just send me a message, chat with me, and I'll be more than happy to show. Yeah, if I can find the fabric, we're good to go. And then leading on from that, next year we are starting a project bag of the month club. Now, Rose Crafty Corner is doing this, and we're having it every second month. So the first month, January, your invoice is due, and then February, the bag comes out. Now, it'll be a medium-sized bag, and it will be full of goodies.
Yep.
We have, I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm just going to give you a couple of highlights. So we'll have the bag. We'll have some handmade stitching accessories, which we think are essentials, do you think? Or very close to being essentials.
Definitely.
You know, like help you with your organisation of your cross stitch, basically. And then we have a sweet treat, and we have something to drink, and then we have a pattern.
Just a little mini one.
Yes, just a small pattern. And that's designed by a local designer, our friend Adorn.
Yep.
Who has such sweet little patterns, and she always surprises me because I say to her like my idea, and then she's like, ta-da! And I'm like, wow, that looks so much better than what I was thinking. So then you will get some materials to make that pattern. I won't go into too much further detail because I do want to leave a bit of a surprise for the people who are signing up.
Yep.
Now, it's capped at 20 spots.
Places are limited.
Yes. So you need to be, there are some spots available still. So if you want to sign up, get in quick. Because it's due, the first invoice is due by the 5th of January. So if you want more details on that, send me a message, leave a comment, and we'll get in touch somehow, and I will give you more details about that. Alrighty. That's, other than that last part down the bottom there, I think that's all that I wanted to sort of catch you up on, because I have been forgetting to tell you. I'm so sorry, but it's like I get home and I'm like,
if we don't write it down, we don't remember.
Because we have so much to talk about. It just sort of goes out, you know, floats around.
Yeah.
Now, the only other thing I wanted to mention was we have been putting chapters in our description box. So you will see, if you push, you know, on the screen of where we are filming, you might see there's like little bars underneath, and they will have different titles. Now, that's the chapters. So if you want to go back and say,
see what our whips
you
were,
missed what Kylie's whips were,
something,
or you want to then purchase something and you want to go back to our haul, you know, then you can go back easy.
Yeah, it makes it a bit quicker and easier to find where you are.
Easy to find what you want. So we hope that you're enjoying the chapters, because it, you know, it makes it, I think it makes it easier for people to find things. So yeah. Alrighty.
Okay. I think that's it.
That's it. It's been a big one. It's been a big one, let me tell you.
It has. Thank you for watching. If you have gotten this far, please give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave us a comment, share us with your friends so we can, you know, keep our numbers of subscriptions growing, subscribers growing. And until next time, stay crafty.